Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Well, looks like, was it a pass? I told you guys, man, motherfucker's good. He went from 1st and 20 to 4th and 1. I mean, and then boom, take advantage of the turnover. Man, touchdown. Was it the shark? Oh, okay. Hey, Chris.
Right? He done name dropped Jim Jones, Cardi B.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
that boy Takashi. Over under 30 days before he
Oh
quote
shit, he
unquote
almost tore
commits
his knee
suicide.
celebrating.
30 days is the opening bet. Any takers? 30 days before he quote unquote commits suicide in prison.
Wait, where y'all niggas at? You about to what? Ashy ass knees. Right, like you knock knees like 8 times. That shit swole as fuck. What you mean? They're playing against J Mitch? I could tell.
it okay though? Is it okay? But you're going to jail. They about to blow up that witness protection van, fam.
God damn it.
They're gonna try to hustle him out the back, and that's just gonna blow up immediately.
Oh. Trying to set him a screen, but he ran away from me, so I was like, fuck it.
These bad bottoms, yeah, these blood shoes. God damn it, though, Kellys.
God damn it.
Just
I didn't want to do that.
kindly keep your goddamn trap shut. No.
Chris. Yes. We're playing on the twos court right now, except I don't know where Eric's at. Yes, I am aware, but I don't know where he is exactly. But the funny thing is that Chris has Hall of Fame dimer, and my guy right now keeps putting that bitch on the ground. Is it? Is it impressive? The slasher? Oh, you're not a slasher? What's your takeover? There you go. There you go. God damn it. Not a slasher. Yes.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Oh man, Titans punting already? Crazy. Ooh. Young Wreck. E.L. Tetlak, Esquire.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz
Bye,
Superdome
Billy.
here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
There you go, Cardi T. Good.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
There's like 6 of them.
Ready? You ready? Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Like literally earlier today.
Yeah, like all of his fucking defending.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Oh, he went for the Philly special.
2nd and 13.
Push him back. Push him back.
Winston now from the 50. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Those aren't even my real stats.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
You're going to be so much more
when you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you
Oof.
absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's caught out left by Perriman. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
He went to
and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes the best.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Trust me, I feel like the CPU focuses in on whoever you're using.
From the gun, Winston.
So if you don't use your best person, they'll break through a lot faster.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
Smoke that bitch.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now.
True.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Never really thought that Harden had a particularly fast shot.
Winston now. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go to the right, Eric. I appreciate it. I wanted you to find that open space to talk about.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is caught at the 8th. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Nobody.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Yeah, there was a post route behind that. That's what pulled away your high safety.
Up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
No, I'm not playing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Wait, early in the morning is during his time of
they have a
availability.
Ball game, and
he said between midnight and 2 p.m.
24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Nah, he's a sack of shit, man.
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try
you talk to the guy who runs the league? Or?
At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Nah, man, that dude would have to throw hands eventually.
If you're going to blitz, likely to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You're welcome.
Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah,
had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You heard me.
Madison, are they home?
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Oh, that was super early.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
For me is knowing when my shot is actually starting. Good steal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Where? Fouled me.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to loft one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
It's set up for him.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Barber. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn.
That way.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Yeah, bro. For some reason, like,
nice.
So the big guy gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line. Ready, yellow lady. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready, second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
Why? I don't know.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's like microwave almost.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
You make a
There's a
particularly
throw to
good
his running
pass.
back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Before the takeover.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Just as I suspected.
Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
There you go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense. Because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense. He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yeah, I use square.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Yeah, triangle wide open right there.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Oh, shit.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready? 95-56.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Right past
a real
first
dub
down.
for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
50%.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was supposed to be a mid-range.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
Oh, face mask.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Probably.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
He's calling who over right now.
We got this. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Another punt.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Goddamn treasure.
Now Breeze.
You know what? They need to have punters in stuff in fantasy football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
He was throwing off his
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Backwards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Nobody? Okay, I guess I'll do it. Good shot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Easiest grievance in the world.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
If anybody is
here, Paul. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 35.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
This guy comes out of shotgun.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
I don't know if I'm just not paying attention, but I hadn't seen him run it. Not the RPO.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Spreading the love.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there
okay,
bad blood
I see you
into this one ahead of time? Maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
She went back that way.
Enter Marquise Lee.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And brought down, but not before.
I'll be right back. Let's bring us sideways. Is there anything we can do for you, Allie? I want some soup. What kind of soup? Chunky!
Reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Yes.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, what a dick.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Yeah, I think they moved, like they displaced it because people were standing too close to the door.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, let's go.
Ooh, yeah.
There's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He can't be
On
picked by
2nd
the
and
AI,
11 now. Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
that, or
incomplete.
he can sense
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Hell, he ain't.
Ted Ginn. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side
There was
as a
somebody
receiver.
there, wasn't it?
Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find a little
terrified
guys,
to get
right?
hit.
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Okay. Would have caught it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
If anybody scores a touchdown
because they need a turnover
this year,
on that
I'll
other
be
side.
surprised.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to
glad I got my
into
loss
the
out of the way.
clear. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Let's go, let's go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Evans. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. Oh, Barber loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Ooh, Yankees win.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it,
nice
preach
strip,
it, talk about it
nice
all the
strip
time. You would think
there.
no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
$9% covered. 9%.
Ted Ginn's disappointed in me. No, he's the one that dropped every fucking ball I threw to him. All right.